Alrighty then, stand to my corners and welcome back to another episode of MegaMek, as we continue the campaigns of the Striking Serpents. Hello everybody, it's a brand new year, January 1st, 2021. We salute you, New Year. Hopefully you will not disappoint us. We have high expectations. That is some delicious water. Hello Pyro, hello Holy Inquisition, and Kyogre. New music? Indeed, I try and start every new season, because it is a brand new season. Welcome everybody to Season 4. Season 4 and the new year at the same time. This is phenomenal. This is tremendous. This is amazing. And I, for one, am looking forward to it. So, what we do? All kinds of stuff. We do? Yes, we do. So there is a brand new thug on the picture. So Season 4's apparent image is a thug at the very beginning of this. If you're watching on YouTube, you may not have seen that. If you have, cool. It's an awesome picture of a thug. I don't quite remember where I got it, but if I search, I could probably locate it again, or I can do a reverse image search. We'll handle that later. And new music for the new season. Hello spirits, welcome to the stream. Twitch is working today, that is amazing news to hear. Wednesday, Twitch was not working. Twitch was giving all kinds of problems to the point I had multiple people, sending me private messages on Discord saying they could see the stream and they couldn't chat. Which I thought was absolutely hilarious. I didn't actually get them until later because I normally don't check that while I'm streaming. I try and give you my undivided, deep attention as my rye is bigger and bigger. Alright, so, quick recap. If you're new to the series, if you're new to the season, that's the TRO 3063 thug. Thank you, Holy Inquisition. It's amazing. I really, really like that thug art. Okay, we'll show the people on YouTube. Look at that thug art. Is that not amazing? Oh, I love it. I love it so much. It's actually replaced my official thug art in-game, or at least it will shortly, because I made a cutout for specifically this. I hadn't used it because that's all stuff aside. We need to get to the recap and figure out what the hell's going on. So if you are new to the series, Operation Perseus has succeeded beyond our wildest expectations. Me, Sprog, and Reggie will be right with you. Sprog is stealing my people? Oh my god. No. So they're playing apparently a fantastic gun game, which I shall have to take a look at some point, because everybody seems to keep playing it. Or XCOM, I don't know. So Operation Perseus was the last mission that we ran on. It was the big operation. Yes, as Pyro has noted, we blew the mountain up. We didn't blow the mountain up. They blew up the mountain. There is more stuff that needs to be written about that, although Kenzie's short story about zipping into the base and grabbing out Warden under gunfire and grenades and all kinds of crazy stuff, and I tried to get the images that flashed through my head when I imagined it onto the page. I've done probably not my absolute very best. I was very distracted at the time. But I definitely gave it my all at the time. So Kenzie's rescue mission of Warden is now up in the AAR channel. If you haven't seen it, I still want to put that on a resume. You can't put that on a resume, but you can put drove away in a speeding flatbed truck as a VTOL came chasing after you with an autocannon. You can put that on your resume. It should be pretty good. There will be more written. We still need to see Way's perspective of the fallout. I would like to get a version where we see what happened with Cutter, like her experience at the moment of the mountain going kaboom. And Zeus definitely will need one. And also, I'm in the middle of writing one for Harper. So I've got 4 more short stories that I'm hoping to have up by the end of the week. I wanted them by the end of the year, but that did not happen for various reasons. I was referring to blowing up the mountain. Yes, I know you were. You don't get it. Oh, actually, no, Pyro, you were there. You were watching the mountain blow up. We don't say Nuked Inquisition. We cannot add Nuked Mountain to the list without the Capellans being upset. Yes, I will have more on that. There is political fallout that is occurring that was set up in the past before this, so ooh, there's so much good stuff that I want to share, and I can't just spend all of stream right now, like, sharing all of the stuff that I have planned, but that will come. So people knew Operation Perseus was the operation to finally take Firebase Aegis out of the picture. Firebase Aegis really became more of a fortress by the end of it, and it was very cool. It was this giant mountain fortress with huge guns that could fire across the entire area of operations and could just bring in random artillery strikes during any operation, and also did a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that I didn't do a very great job of transmitting to you guys, but I will try and get more of that in the future. So with the fall of Aegis, that means that Firebase Kumari has been held since the beginning of the campaign. You guys have taken Teleria Air Base. You have taken Lemnos, which is a giant repair yard in the middle. Unfortunately, you will not be taking Aegis because it happens to be a nuclear slag mountain at this point, so that's not happening. But there is one more primary target that remains, and that is Olympus. Now, Olympus is a city where Zeus himself, the leader of Pantheon Company, makes his domain along with, their couple of dropships they have at their disposal. Aegis is now in the past tense. Indeed. So you will be going after Olympus in the hopes and dreams of being able to take down Zeus. However, events are going to conspire somewhat against you doing this in the normal way, because if you look at the date, operations on Betelgeuse are coming to a close very shortly. And I will have something written up for that hopefully by the end of the day. Assuming I can eat, because I haven't eaten yet. But side thing. Oh, good. Good you're here. I was worried. Of course I'm here. You gotta start the new year off on a new site. So in our attempts now to go after Olympus, which I will probably at some point start calling Mount Olympus, even though it's not on a mountain, we are going about our regular missions once again. So the first missions for today, we have ones for Cobra, we have ones for Boa, and we have ones for Adder. And that'll be these 3 missions right here. So first things first, we're going to rock off Cobra. Cobra needs to do a breakthrough attacker against the enemies, which I have already set up properly. Then we will have a mission with Adder as number 2. And then number 3 will be Boa Lance returning to the fold. And once again, getting out there in all of their badass glory. For those of you wondering, right now Boa Lance is being, again, headed by Warden himself in an old-fashioned Archer 2R. So he's not going to be able to get right up in front of everybody's face anymore. Kenzie is currently in the hospital for an extended stay after getting shot a lot and irradiated, and Ghost will be returning within Fortuna in order to help back up the Lance, which is now once again back online. You guys are rocking. I think you're back online anyway, personnel. McWares, where are you? There you are, Rabbit. Yeah, in 4 days? Okay, you're mostly good. Mostly good. All the mechs got repaired? Yes, it has been like 2 weeks. So everybody's been patched up as much as I can patch them up. So there was a little bit of downtime as all kinds of investigations and shit happened and the operation tempo slowed, but Sproke has been itching to get back on the horse and back on attacking, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So, now that I have talked myself into being out of breath, which is easy for a fat man to do, let's kick things off with a battle with Cobra! Okay. So we're starting here on a breakthrough attacker, and the music seems a little low. Oh, that's right, because I've changed my global sound settings. Turned my global sound settings way low. We're now like... There we go. Now I can hear it again. So, bring back my chat. There it is. So, we are facing off against the units assembled here. We've got a Cataphract and a Catapult, along with a Wasp, Otzel, Stinger, Pegasus, and Saladin. There will be reinforcements, but we're calling in the big guns on this one, because the last time Cobra went out on one of these missions, it didn't end well. So, let's get rocking and rolling. And I'm going to have to resist the urge to press the spacebar to move things faster along. I've been playing too many tactical games these days, and that seems to be a common thread. So let's rip on forward. I went to bed early. I did not. I intended to, and then I started writing and was like, oh shoot, now it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Crap. That did not quite go as planned. Large laser to the top. No targets. No target. Oh, you do have targets though. This will be, this will of course be Stadio Warden, and you can see a Catapult. LRMs, you can see a little bit further. Oh, 8 on that. Yeah, take that. Hit that Pegasus, make it die. Nope, doesn't feature. Ah, yes, that would be amazing if it did. If that actually worked, I would be very concerned. Because that would tell me that this game is operating along principles that I no longer understand. It's an 11 to hit this Otzel either way. I may as well lob a PPC at him then. Because it's 10 damage, but only 10 damage on a good day with missiles. We are back in the old Grand Dragon, so we have lost the new Grand Dragon in a ball of nuclear fire, along with the Onager, unfortunately. That was one of the, I guess, enticements that was supposed to be left unsaid, more or less, to go after Aegis, was there was an opportunity to recapture your lost rides that were still reasonably intact. Unfortunately, you did not, and so, you know, nuclear fire commenced, and it was, well, glorious and also tragic, but mostly glorious. Hello, Ginger. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, Diamondback will not be featuring today. I decided to give Diamondback a bit of a rest because you guys have been going all out lately. Especially with Boa offline, you guys had to kind of pick up the slack. And it was pretty rough on y'all. So, I gave you guys a little bit of extra time. I should probably move the date back one more day to make sure the Brick doesn't, like, split his gut open on the very last day of being healed. So I will probably end up doing that. Because it is a breakthrough attacker, so we get to determine when. Me, Reg, and Keg are just finishing up Gunfire. Will be there soon. Yes, we got the message from before. But, thank you, bro. I hope you're having a lot of fun with it. I hear you're having a lot of fun with it. I do not know what it is, but I do know that the reason why you wanted to play it is because you wanted to play an FPS with RPG elements and gun crafting, which apparently this game manages to tick all of those boxes. It's also multiplayer too. So the last thing Sprog wants me to do is to say I'm playing it now, because that'll ruin all of his fun. Alright, rush on forward. Played a lot of XCOM last night, actually. Like, a lot of XCOM. So, Kyogre and Grizzly was there too. He was hanging out with us for a while, as was Adventure Orc. And we were chatting, hanging out for the new year, just chilling, relaxing, playing a game that I like to play. I just don't ever get the chance to really play all that often. And when I do, I tend to try and stream it on Discord so we can kind of do. Getting a haircut? Nice. Get that haircut early, folks, before everything closes down. Did I miss anything last week? I took a nap and it turned into a bit more than that. Last week? We did not stream on Friday last week. Last week was Christmas. So there was no stream last week that you missed. We did, however, finish up... Was it Diamondback? I think it was Diamondback. Yeah, Diamondback's mission on Wednesday. So you should go and check out the last hour of the VOD on that one. And eventually it'll be up on YouTube. But I'm currently dueling to the death with YouTube at the moment, trying to actually get the scheduling to work properly. Because I set things up and they don't work, and I was like, why? I want to share the love with everybody. One mech that has constantly been just surprising me with how, I guess, successful it's been, has been this Ostrak. And the only thing we did to this Ostrak, this is a standard Ostrak 2M. We ripped out one of its 2 large lasers and replaced it with 5 medium lasers. And this thing just tanks. Like, it handles all of the trouble that it needs. Oh, the other thing we did is this is a prototype one that has battle fists, which I suppose is cheating a little bit, but originally this was a gift for Finbert for pulling that. So it was Friday, I was fell asleep. Oh, then you picked the perfect day to take a nap. I'm kind of jealous of you. You got to take a nap on that day? I did not. I wanted to. Christmas was such a chill affair this year. So, I suppose there's happiness to be had there. Alright, so this is Simpry standing right up close and personal on top of somebody, which is probably not the safest thing to do. 8s all around. I'm just going to fire PPC at it. Simpry's going to be able to get his claws in on an Otzel. It's going to be beautiful. I got literally no sleep the night before. So mixed blessings is what you're telling me. On the one hand, you got to sleep. On the other hand, yeah, you were dying. Well, I'm happy you got some sleep, and I hope that you dreamed of many wonderful things, and many Highlanders, too. What is it that Wesley tells Andre the Giant? May you have sweet dreams and dream of large, beautiful women or something like that? Yeah, that's to you. Alright, we got opening fire going on finally. The Otzel is ripping my Griffin. Oh, wow. Yeah, Simbri got lit up with that 8 and 10 to nail the Griffin with both large lasers. That is an unfortunate side effect of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Luckily, it hit the left arm, the right leg, and the center torso with his medium laser, so he spread that damage out pretty gosh darn nicely. Ostrak 2M did not manage to acquit himself quite so well. He missed 3 out of his 5. He needed a 6, which is really disappointing, actually, all things considered. I was expecting much better performance. See, these pilots become elite, and they just start slacking off. Alright, with the Wasp missing with his medium laser, hits the Ostrak with an SRM2. This Ostrak is hit, feeling the pain. Stinger hits nothing at all. And Argatavis misses his 9, but it was a 9, so we really don't give him too much crap for that. The Grand Dragon rolling a 3. It's good to get them 3s and 2s out nice and early, which the Grand Dragon and the Griffin both did. So there is that. Wolverine getting absolutely nothing hit with that. So, unfortunately, Simbri taking 21 damage at least, plus a couple of more. But he did roll his success on this one, so he's going to continue to rock and roll. We have people behind me. I want to mule kick him. I want to kick him back. That's not going to happen. However, I do have Fists of Fury that'll hit on 6s. You also have Fists of Fury, or I could hit you in the boots. Target, Otzel, show me his armor. So, Simbri, of course, being a melee master, he doesn't have his full melee master powers at the moment. Simbri is currently operating in a mech that does not have amazing Altair blades, which allow him to just murderize people at a whim. So he only can punch 4 times or kick twice, which is still really good, Jesus. And he needs to kick through quite a bit of leg armor if he wants to blow that sucker apart. But he might be able to do it, actually. His alternative is to punch in the face, so if I were to go for a kick, see if I can't wreck that out, that'd be 24 damage. Yeah, they're not going down unless they break a knee. But I think I'm going to go for the head, and the main reason I'm going for the head is because Simbri has a habit of knocking people's heads clean off. So, 4 attacks to the head. To the dome! Otzel tried to kick us and did. Hurt a little bit. Ostrak also got his successful punch off, ripping away all the left torso armor off that stinger. So doing well there. The Wasp, of course, and just the Wasp hitting. The stinger attempted the same kick and missed. Here, of course, comes Simbri and manages to hit center torso, left arm, left torso, left torso. So a decent amount of damage right there. He basically hit with an AC 15 in that left torso. So not bad at all things considered. They're down to 1 armor on that left armor as well. So excellent work was done. Everybody succeeds in standing, which is slightly unfortunate. I would like to see them go down. So one of the fun things about Simbri is the rule about if you take 20 damage, forcing a pilot check applies to both the shooting phase and the melee phase. So because Simbri can deal above 20 damage with his punches or kicks, he forces that check twice if he hits with his main guns and his secondaries, which is absolutely hilarious to me. It's a very interesting way of just dishing out as much hurt as you possibly can, and I, for one, approve wholeheartedly. 2 punches equals 28 points of damages. 4 punches equals 28 points of damage, but yes. The logic on how the Spirits is right, but yes. Didn't we have any AC? Yes, we do have AC 15s. I have a pilot who wants an AC 15 right now, and I can't give it to him because all refits are currently locked down because, we are in the home stretch. This contract is in the home stretch. You got 2 more months of operations. Hello, Grizzly. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a decent enough day. I was about to say wonderful, but decent is what I will settle for at the moment. So we're starting to get in close to that cataphract. Life will become pain the moment we actually... Oh, can you get there? You can! I will do it. This is aggressive. Oh, I will do it last. Wait, was I on the wrong person? I was totally on the wrong person. Oh, yes. Yes! This catapult's life is about to become pain. Alright, Griffin, you're going to jump up here because I want to keep you nice and nimble and potentially a target, actually. I'd like them to shoot you. Cataphract coming up as well. We got movement from the Otzel trying to take the back. Oh, well, now you just make me have all kinds of things I want to kill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop right... How fast are you moving? Jump mod 2. That'd be +5. Ugh, that's uncomfortable. I'm going to walk right up here then. I'll take the easy route. Be easier to hit with those 4 medium lasers, but that's not the point. The point is that the Ostrak was originally going to go after him as well, and I decided I was not going to do that because I'm going to instead have him attempt to beat the ever-living crap out of an Otzel from behind. Oh, I could have him finish off that stinger whilst. That'd be beautiful as well. You know, hello. You attempted to flee. This was a mistake. Could fire the large lasers. Yeah, your accuracy is just garbage at the moment. Even with the pulse lasers, which is a little surprising. Because pulse lasers give him an advantage to hit targets. In this case, they are not working. Too much crap all over the place. Fire there and pop up the pulses, but then don't finish it up with the medium. What have you missed, Stormwind? You have missed everything. It turns out that Sentinel was in fact a spy and has been executed for high treason and crimes against humanity. That's what I'm going with, and I'm sticking with it. In the meantime, I'm then going to have this guy just laser the ever-loving crap out of the back of him. And who's up? Who is this? This is the Griffin 1 in a fairly nice position. 11, 10, 11, and 9. 9 is pretty good. I like 9. 9. But 17 is too hot. So unfortunately, we're going to switch over to missiles, and we're going to do that so that we can chill this mech down. Hi, you are the center of your own little star, aren't you? That is an unfortunate star to be the center of. But you are chill enough. I'm going to fire PPC in your face and see if you like it. You never know. Some people like that. We'll find out whether or not he, drops dead. I am going to help you beat the ever-living crap out of him because it's funny. And bring in the shots. Shadowhawk doing nothing, as Shadowhawks do. Was that Kenzie speaking? Kenzie does not give a shit. I have decided that Kenzie doesn't give a crap anymore because she's been shot, irradiated, and blown up and been in a car crash. There will be more on that in a hopefully upcoming episode soon. But I don't think Kenzie needs to prove herself to anybody at this point. I think she's bit a cock of the walk at the moment. Otzel, actually doing more damage to the Wolverine, but it's a friendly Wolverine, so it's not my stuff, so I don't have to fix this. I don't care. Medium pulses did nothing. They needed 11s. We were expecting that. Bit unfortunate though. Wasp missing. Ostrak. Oh, look at all the beautiful damage the Ostrak is doing. Blowing apart pieces of the arm. Blowing apart pieces of the left torso rear. I don't think Crimes Against Humanity apply in the he's ready to break the rules. Who's writing the rules? That would be me. One of the large lasers is destroyed. Yeah, this Otzel made the wrong decision to turn away from us. We have capitalized heavily on that. I hope to capitalize more when the fists start flying and Dragon starts hitting people. Speaking of dragons, Griffin is up and he nailed that catapult with the PPC. 9 for 9. Good shooting there. Cataphract opening fire and missing with his big guns. Medium laser does manage to punch through, as does an SRM-4. But I think the Argentavis' dragon is feeling pretty fine. Because she's so badass, nothing makes her express anything. No, she's playful. She has fun. She winks at people, you know, when she's about to die. Catapult. Oh, I expected this, but it still hurts. Catapults are nasty mechs. I love them so much, and that's the reason why. Because we're in close. Catapult should be dead, right? Wrong. Catapult does 30 damage at range and 20 damage up close. Pick your poison. It does not give a shit. That's why I love catapults so much. Grand Dragon hit. Oh, wait. There's another dragon? Did I miss? Who fired? Oh, it was a Griffin that nailed his shot. Right, and the Grand Dragon still nailed a shot. Rolled a 9 for 8. So that's pretty good. Yeah, everybody's doing pretty decently in this fight so far. And Ostrak, you're going to come up here and you're going to start throwing your fists out there. 2 punches ought to do that. You're going to go for the kick, see if you can't kick his head clean off. And let's see, here we go. Otzel misses his punch, but the Ostrak comes in and digs deep. You look at that digging right there. He's managed to rip out both large lasers. This Ostrak is just like completely neutered the Otzel, thus demonstrating who is the superior Ost. He also then punched him in the back of the head just for good measure because it's funny. Then comes the Wasp missing his kick, Stinger missing his kick, and then comes, of course, the Griffin, because Simbri just does not give a shit and boots the head off that catapult free and clear. So, yeah. Even without his Altair blades, the man will not be stopped. And I love it. Stinger, the Stinger trips after trying to kick and missing us. The Stinger trips over just as Simbri styles across the catapult. Yep. Playful, yeah, not going to lie, was fully imagining not the face. Oh, she has people who do that for her, as you will find out. Alright, so the catapult's been dealt with. That was one of their big major heavy hitters. The other one is, of course, this Cataphract, which Simbri happens to be somewhat close to. So, yeah, let's see if I can't convince them to do something dumb, which will allow me to kill more people. Now, the point of this mission, of course, Breakthrough, is to not kill everybody. It's to get to the other side of the map with 50% of your forces. So we have a lance full of catapults. How many catapults do I have at the moment? Yes, I'm taking the time to do this. Why? It's funny to me, and we're chilling. We're having a good time. We actually we have 1 catapult. Wow. We have 1 catapult and 2 Crusaders. How did this happen? Also, one of these Crusaders is more expensive than the other. Why not do both? We could do both. If we do both, then we do actually take the field. So, as I will find out, come on, everyone knows better to do this soon to ensure it sticks personally. Let's see. Yeah, catapults are fun. I do not want to move you just yet because you are, of course, a melee fighter. I would like to get you in melee combat because that is just one of the great joys of my life is to watch the grass chopper just getting close to somebody and ruin their entire week. Unfortunately, the grass chopper is struggling to actually get into range. That's not his fault. It's just, you know, it's kind of difficult when everybody is everywhere and surrounding you. Jump, you barely moved. I'm gonna knock your block clean off. Phew. I love this Ostrak. I love this Ostrak to bits. Sure, let's go in and say hi to that Otzel. We're gonna have a good time with him. Call it a test of endurance if you must. Okay. Duchy of Enduring. What you gonna do? They moved there. That's not great, but hey. So good. I once again continue my maintaining belief that water is in fact the greatest tasting beverage ever devised by nature. And I'm going to bounce right here. I'm going to do this like so. And I'm going to see if I can't kick the head off Shadowhawk as well. It's going to be more difficult since we're jumping. But hey, if it was too easy, no one would bother to do it. Lasers, pulses, and just burn them all through. You, of course, are going to then fire all of the medium lasers. And by all of the medium lasers, I mean 3 of the medium lasers because I would like your temperatures to get back somewhat under control. Fire to the back of a cataphract because it's funny. Griffin, similar problem actually with the Griffin. It's not really in a good position to shoot people with. PPC please, to the top. 6. 6 is pretty good, not gonna lie. So 72%. One of the things that I really appreciate about MegaMek is it tells me the exact percentages of rolling a target number on a 2d6, which, you know, is something that you may take for granted until you start playing tabletop war games, and then it becomes, wait a second, so 2d6, the average roll on a d6 is a 3.5, wait, what? Exactly. And then all of the math starts to fall into place, and you start playing Math Hammer hard. Sorry, I may have gotten distracted a little bit. May I introduce you to some lasers? Maybe not. You are not a good target for me. The lasers will keep me chill though, which I kind of want. Oh yeah, you have 3 medium lasers, right? It's like a medium laser rotating gun. Like I like. Shadowhawk still accomplishing absolutely nothing. He has fired every single time. He has missed every single time. How was my New Year? How was my New Year's Eve? My New Year's Eve was pretty fun. I chilled. I played a lot of XCOM, as I mentioned. Just tons and tons of XCOM. MekHQ was there. MekHQ has seen the amazingness of the new gun that we got our Spark. Like, so, somewhat aside, I have enough cosmetic mods that my Sparks, which are like big robot helper buddies, well, they look like Titans from Titanfall, which is cool. And then I put a giant autocannon on it, which is cool. And then that cannon went through and just kept wiping out every single thing that it looked at, which is cool. Unfortunately, we have also upgraded to the next tier of weaponry, so we gave it a new cannon, which does not look as cool as the original cannon, and I kind of want to look into a mod, which I believe Skin Replacer might do it, where I can use the new cannon with the old cannon's like looks and side effects, which I would appreciate because it's an amazing looking cannon. What have you missed? You have missed battle. Great amounts of battle. So far you've missed Simbri decapitating a catapult, trick which I'm hoping he will repeat on a Shadowhawk because he tends to do that a lot. Everybody's hitting fairly decently. Other people not so much. Speaking of people, the Grasshopper now comes in, laying into that Otzel pretty hard. The back of this Otzel, no armor. The front of this Otzel, some armor. Wops hurting our Ostrak a little bit, that right arm getting a little bit weak, and then the Ostrak just comes in, right arm gone, left leg destroyed. Oh, bad days are coming for you. Griffin missing his shot. Other Griffin, this would be, so this is Argentavis, but this is Simbri. Simbri hitting that Stinger with a PPC in his center torso. He barely has anything left. Cataphract missing all shots. Grand Dragon missing all his shots, but that's okay. He's a skirmisher. And I'm gonna swing the hatchet, because that's what we do. And then you're going to give him a punch, because that's what you do. And then you're going to give him a kick, because that is in fact what you do. Hopefully this will all become one thing. Sorry, but I think that story is not canon. Assault cannon with overcharge. It's not an assault cannon. The assault cannon is his normal gun. It's just a giant anti-tank cannon. It's, it looks cool. It looks cool when firing, and it has like that actual cool 105 howitzer thump when it shoots too. It's just the best gun in the game, bar none. Which is why when we've upgraded to a magnetic cannon, it's not nearly as cool. I like the old one. Alright, so in melee attacks, the Shadowhawk has punched the Wolverine in the leg, or kicked the Wolverine in the leg, because they love kicking. Grasshopper comes in, shears that left torso clean off with that first hatchet strike. The second hatchet strike nearly shears off the right torso. So we've got Maverick trying to serve up some sushi. And what's this? Another? It's actually XCOM. So it's XCOM 2 with the Sparks. So my Sparks all look like Titans from Titanfall. So. Oh, this is MegaMek. This is original classic tabletop BattleTech with all the original classic tabletop rules. You may have seen people play using Tabletop Simulator, but they are asking for all kinds of trouble. Yes, Mav is very angry today. It's beautiful. But no, we are playing this style of BattleMech with minis, or at least you could play this with minis. You probably wouldn't want to. The great thing about this is it does all the math for me. It does all the movement and firing arcs and lines of sight for me, so I don't have to think that hard. It lets me actually concern myself with like the story of how things go on and some of the really cool stuff that you can do with this game. But yeah, it is definitely old school BattleTech, and it's beautiful. Speaking of beauty, the Otzel has missed his punch, and then in comes the Ostrak and blows the left torso rear off of that Stinger. It did not get far enough into the center torso. This Stinger has literally 2 health left in his center torso, 1 health in his right torso rear. So close to murdering this thing just full out. But it is in pieces. And the Griffin manages to kick that Shadowhawk twice, once in the right arm, once in the right torso. The Otzel has fallen, as one might expect. And I didn't see the Shadowhawk. Is the Shadowhawk dead? It might be. Did we actually kill him? I just misread the report? Oh no, he ejected. He's done. He's like, I am out of this. We're all done here. No more trouble. So main target, of course, is the Cataphract. Shadowhawk is, of course, a secondary target. No enemy reinforcements have arrived, but I know for a fact they're on the way. There should be a Saladin somewhere around here, but he may have crashed into a tree. I don't see his wreckage, but, like, there should be a Saladin. I don't know what happened to him. Okay, let's continue this. So let's move Argentavis, because Argentavis is, of course, the best person to move, mainly because he doesn't really have any, like, close quarters combat like most of our other people, so he can do whatever he wants. Cobra just getting off more and more makes the profit off of. Hey, after the thrashing that Cobra got recently, they needed a mission like this. Which, to be fair, this could still go very south, but they are rolling well for once, which they have not done in a long time. So I, for one, am really happy about the progress that Cobra's currently making. I would like to just chase down this Wasp and murder it. He moved 3. That'll be 5. My gunnery is what? Oh, that'll be a 7, 8, 9? I think it'll be like an 8 or a 9 to hit this Wasp. But I will try it. See if we can't mention. This Cataphract has decided he wants to play silly games. I don't think he realizes that my dragon has jump jets. Also, so does my Griffin. I'm going to move the Griffin first. Death from above, just normal. Just so I can keep him a little bit better protected. Bounce! Over top. There was that one that skidded out of... Oh, so it did. Okay. I didn't notice it skidding out of rounds. Nice to know company morale is sky high. Company morale is as high as your jump jets will take you. Boing! I'm so tempted just to set up back here and fire lasers into him. But... because that'll give me shots into his back, which is good. But at the same time, I kind of want to punch him too. I just need to remind myself that the dragon does not punch that well. The dragon very much does not punch that well. But yeah, the intervening forest rules. So let's not mess with it too much. We're going to mob this Cataphract. I think it's raining, and I think it's raining hard too. I wish I could open my window, but, you know, additional sources of light can cause problems with streaming software and all that. Normally, the buffet does not come to you, but in this case, I'm just gonna turn the grass chopper, and that's it. Stinger destroyed an ejection. The Otzel did stand up, but the Otzel has no guns left. Alright, grass chopper, let's rock and roll. 22... You know what, we're gonna go full burn. That'll be a +6, let's not go full burn. I'd like to. I need double E6. Jump to morale goes up, but we'll never go down. You're reminding me. There's a, there will be an update supposedly soon for MekHQ that I want to test, because I would like to get back to MekHQ. And, jump jets flying sky high is, of course, something I'm looking forward to when we can play that again. Speaking of when we can play that again, I'm going to plant a PPC right in your back. 1, because it's funny. 2, because you can handle the heat. Well, you can't, but that'll be fun. I need to get you a snub-nose PPC. Desperately need a snub-nose PPC on that mech. And then, of course, the rapid-fire Gatling medium laser, which sounds like something that should be included in MekHQ and is not. Once again, the Shadowhawk missing literally everything that he ever tries to shoot. He was clearly not made for this kind of terrain. Wolverine misses his first shot, but then follows up with an AC-5 and an SRM-6. So the SRM-6 misses, but the AC-5 does connect. Sabros, after seeing Mav and Symbria, I decided that a third melee mech in the Alliance wasn't for the best. Dude, you're doing great. Even your old school dragon is actually really well tuned. Like for the technology that you have at your disposal, you've got a triple medium laser. That alone is 15 damage. So you're covered nice and close. You've got 2 flamers. Any infantry that tries coming your way, oh, barbecue. And then you got the PPC, and you can never go wrong with the PPC. Like even your advanced Grand Dragon, the only real advantage that it had over your current Grand Dragon is that you could use the shotgun in close. Eventually, we're going to get you a snub-nose PPC on this thing, and you're not going to care anymore. Oh, I actually really like your Grand Dragon. Speaking, actually not of your Grand Dragon, but of the Grass Chopper, who has decided that it is his mission to absolutely ruin everybody's week. Medium pulse laser into the gyro, because that's just what he does. Wasp shooting at the Grass Chopper and managing to hit him. Ostrak firing into the back of the Wasp does manage to hit him twice, so that's not bad. Right arm's been nicked a little bit. Right leg no longer has armor, which is good to see. It'll make him weaker for the future. Weapons fire for the Cataphract. He is just not touching you all that much. Grand Dragon is juking and diving and only gets hit by an SRM4, so not bad. Weapons fire for the Griffin. Nah, no dice on that one. Grand Dragon misses the first medium laser foul-out for 2 more, so you did essentially a PPC or a full cannon shell worth from your main gun. The pellets were better for anti-vehicle. That is true. The crit seeking off an LBS autocannon is amazing, but I actually think we have a backup of that. I think I had one extra in the arsenal, which, you know, we could, you know, rebuild you one or try and reverse engineer it, send it to a factory. The Shadowhawk goes down because, you know, gyro's out, so that's what, +3. Yeah, bad day for you. Manages to fall and take some damage to the pilot. The pilot is still conscious, but barely. Yes, I'm going to bring down the hatchet because that's what he has it for. And then, of course, we're going to punch the back. Oh, I could just mob your legs. That might be the safest thing to do. Like, getting cataphracts is hard. 2 punches in any location, though, will blow through armor. And I've got 4, but there's multiple locations to hit. This is the interesting question. You, of course, are going to kick because that's what you'll do. It'll be 12 damage. If I stomp him enough, he'll drop to the ground. Without wheel assist, I believe it's a prototype LBX, but I think it's a secondary, and I think the reason I gave it to you was just in case you ever had a really bad day and that autocannon was busted. I will check because it should be in the warehouse, you know, as soon as this mission is over. I'm gonna go for the boot. We're gonna see if we can't get some good work done here. So, Cataphract manages to punch the Grand Dragon in the arm, or left torso. Grasshopper comes in and just shattering the foot and the hip. This Shadowhawk's never standing up ever again. It's got like a +5 now. Hatchet comes down a second time and nearly cuts apart the right leg, so he's having a bad day. Griffin kicks him in the left leg. The Grand Dragon kicks him in the left leg. Griffin then comes in, hits the left leg. You guys kicked him 3 times in that oh no, he hits him in the right leg, never mind. That's a bit unfortunate. If you guys had piled up on the same leg, you would have done a little bit more. But both of his legs are nearly down. Speaking of which, anyway, he fell to the ground anyway. Left leg down to 9 armor because of that tumble. Good to know. If you kick someone enough, they will have a bad day and fall down for easier kicks. Yes, but I'd like to take a Cataphract and tech for once. Without endo, the big gun won't fit anyway. Yes, this is true. There was some prototype endo steel mounted in that sucker, and it was rather important to its continued success. So, no longer there anymore, but c'est la vie. Easy come, easy go. And the future, you know, the future is on its way. You can't stop progress or technology. Where is Argentarius? There he is. I don't know, I know exactly why I always put like a bit of an accent on Argentarius' name, because it's such a good name. This is still mission 1. It's only 4:40. We've only been streaming for 40 minutes, and it's Cobra. Cobra has decided they want to kill everybody, and that's, I guess, what they're going to do. Speaking of Cobras, Cobra Kai is out now on Netflix, if you have it, or whatever streaming service I suppose floats your boat. So I had been binging that. I was almost late for the stream because of that. Like, I was close to being late for that stream. Because, like, oh, I need to see the next episode. I want to know how this turns out. What's going on? I gotta say, it's season 3. Season 3 is still good. I'm enjoying it. I have cringed at several parts. But that is to be expected based on my, I suppose, training. So, let's... God, where do we want to go? Gonna go up here for a little bit of mobility. And turn slightly to the side. I anticipate the Wasp is gonna jump behind me. That's just sort of what the Wasp does. And the Griffin... Ooh, Griffin's in a nice position now. For some head bootage. Bring me this dragon. Dragon's gonna do the exact same thing it did last round, because it's nice and safe when we do that. Now the enemy's gotta figure out, oh crap, how screwed am I? The answer is very. Oh, the answer is very, very. Do we think that he's gonna stand up? I say the answer is no. Let's see if he's gonna disappoint me. Come on, Shadowhawk, try and get up. He's got a busted leg, he's got a busted foot, and he's got a busted gyro. He's got at least a +6. This try and move. Yeah, and he failed to stand up. Alright. I'm just going to bring you in here because it's funny. And then you're going to sort of move in that direction. You're going to accelerate twice because you're otherwise not going to be able to get to the fight. And then I'm going to have you cycle through over here. Start maneuvering towards the new enemy. Are we going to drop bombs here? No. Alright, so let's see. Left leg actuator is a +2. The gyro is a oh, so it's only a +5. So he needed a 9. He did not get that 9. His leg is almost busted off anyway. Shadowhawk falling as well. Just not having a good day. Hello, Rocket. Welcome to the stream. The hero of the hour, by the way, folks. Rocket being, of course, the one who picked up Kenzie and Warden in his helichopper, his twin-bladed helicopter, as they were marveling at the mushroom cloud and wondering just how long this cancer was going to take to kill them. So, where are we? All right, we are in the Hatchet Man. Hi, Hatchet Man. I'm going to hit you with... I think we're going to give him a little love tap instead. Because I think he's mostly dead at this point. You can't actually turn enough to shoot him, but what you can do is you can turn enough to maybe punch him, I think. And I'll set like that, and I'll add in my barrage. We'll keep the temperatures under control, because I think we're pretty much done with him at this point. That'll be an 8, that'll be a 10. If I twist it a bit more, I can see you and see a 10. I may as well. I think the other targets are probably sufficiently paralyzed. They're not, but that's a line from a movie that I really like. PPC. I could do a PPC, but the triple medium laser is just speaking to me a bit more. I'll throw on the flamer just for a good old-fashioned time. Twitch is buffering again? Why, Twitch? Why do you do this to people? They only wish to enjoy. Because Thunderbolts and Lightning. Yes. Thunderbirds coming on in. Let's do damage high-low. Not that. Damage high-low. There we go. Because we're about to, I suppose, needle you. Actually, no, I want to fire the LRMs. Greybeard just doesn't get nearly enough time to really, like, strafe people with this. By the way, I think Grey is here, so hey, Grey. You're actually going to be able to use your missile pods. Oh, they're a thing of beauty. Oh, wait, how many large lasers do you have? Jesus. Alright, let's make sure that there's all the large lasers should be clustered. So, LRM, skip our 3 large lasers, and then medium. And I can't fire that to the back, nor that. So I'll turn off one of the medium lasers. That'll give me not enough heat, never mind. But I think the twin LRM-20s ought to do the job. Lightning, of course, coming in, and he's going to take a pot shot, because why not? That's why he's here. AC-20. And then some medium lasers for extra little fun. Air support is lovely. Alright, so Grass Chopper hitting the Shadowhawk with a large laser and then a medium pulse laser in the right leg. Critical hit on lower leg. This is just making it worse. I will take buffering any day in comparison to the dumpster fire that Twitch has been in the last few days. It ran away blanking out my following page, not allowing me to chat, and sometimes you cannot watch streams at all. Oof, that sounds rough, Crafty. Yeah, Twitch sounds like they're having some difficulty lately. I hear a lot of people are moving over to YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to follow. Probably not. I mean, we used to stream on YouTube. Be interesting. But no, I have no real presence on YouTube anymore. Aside from, of course, the stream bank, which is, at the moment, way behind. Speaking of Shadowhawk missing... Oh, the Shadowhawk finally hit. Round of applause, everybody. The Shadowhawk finally hit something with an SRM-2. Hit the Grasshopper for 4 damage in the right leg and the left torso. So we will note that down in his battle history, for it was a momentous occasion. The Ostrock, of course, coming in, missing his first medium laser, and then follows up with 2 more, hitting left torso, center torso. Came here from YouTube by watching both, more Twitch than YouTube. The Griffin coming in. Oh, wow. I did not expect that to hit, but Argentavis with the long-range shot, 10 out of 10, literally, manages the right torso on that Wasp for a critical hit. Unfortunately, no actual full damage. Apparently, we need Vanguard here to actually show them how it's done with his human TRO capabilities. Griffin hitting my Cataphract, or not my Cataphract, Griffin hitting the Cataphract at the center torso rear with his own PPC from point blank range. So the Griffin's on fire tonight, following up, of course, by every single shot from the Grand Dragon hitting as well. Cobra really wants to show that they're still here to kick ass and take names. It's beautiful. The LRM-20 is coming in from the Thunderbird, and just look at the joy that is causing. Oh, so many critical hits. It's just beautiful. I believe that Otzel is still intact. That Otzel, I believe, is just an engine destruction. Center torso rear is now, yeah, that's a salvageable mech right there. So not only does Greybeard finally get to use his strafing runs, he manages to successfully disable the mech so that we can capture it. Such a considerate guy. I love it. Lightning coming in, missing with his AC-20. So the Lightning pilot not doing quite as well, but the Lightning's an NPC, so we can kind of, you know, set that aside for him. Cataphract firing an AC-10 at the Grand Dragon and unable to connect. Does hit him with a medium laser, however, his other two missiles or weapon systems unable to connect. Wolverine hitting the Shadowhawk as well. Astro 6 is the Shadowhawk. Critical hit on the head. Didn't actually do anything, but that is the second injury to the head, so he needs a 5 to stay conscious if we hit him again. Unfortunately, that also means he's got, like, no armor on that head left, doesn't he? 7 armor remaining, plus his... Yeah, he's got 10 health. Just a stray round will blow his head clean off. And the Cataphract stays standing. Catapult, Otzel, please let this continue mini payday. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna do hatchets because that's what Mavrin likes to do. And then, of course, I need to double kick the Cataphract in the head. We're going to hope for not hitting ammunition explosions. We're going to keep the pressure going on the leg. So, yeah. Hatchet to the center torso, blows the section up. So that's just a nice little gut slash right there. What is salvageable? At the moment, a catapult and an Otzel. So, I don't know how interested we'll be on an Otzel. Although the pictures that we're now using for the Otzel are not that bad. Missed that? Someone tell me, please. So, yeah, the Shadowhawk is not salvageable. It's just chopped in pieces, dead and gone. Griffin coming in with the boot to the right arm, right torso rear. Unfortunately, that's not a head, and so he stays standing. Grand Dragon comes in, hits that left leg. Again, he is just laser focused on it, mainly because he's on the left side, so automatic pretty much. And yeah, most of that structure is gone. So, and the Wolverine kicks into the Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk is in trouble. That Cataphract needed to roll 4 piloting checks and got every single one of them. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good. So, he's still standing. He's badly hurt, but he's standing. Oh, let's see. I need the Griffin 1N, who has just been taking pot shots at super fast movers lately. Just gonna walk you. Oh, I don't want to do that. This Cataphract is still dangerous. I have beaten on the Cataphract, but he's not dead. That is an important distinction to keep in mind, because otherwise we will take a great deal of pain when suddenly we screw up and, you know, everybody dies. Yes, Greybeard did an excellent job of strafing it to death in the Thunderbird. It's nice to have this Thunderbird on the field for so many different reasons. Did the Shadowhawk? Yeah, Shadowhawk bailed out. Okay. So that means the Grass Chopper needs to go find somebody else to torment and destroy. Speaking of tormenting and destroying, let's move our flex pick. Bounce the Ostrak right on over here. Trying to, you know, goad the Wasp into following. But that might be, you know, much easier said than done for obvious reasons. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move you. Try and move you into a position where you can see stuff. Because I would like you to be able to laser people. Lasering people is important. I also need to, you know, keep in mind he's gonna jump somewhere. Oh good, you actually moved into a position where I can hit you with that hatchet. Thank you. So we're gonna be able to hatchet the what's it to death. Alright, take your bounce backwards. Let's be nice and canny about it. Bounce high to avoid all the forced debuffs for shooting through him. Cataphract standing still. Okay, I can do that. Alright, Thunderbird needs to accelerate and go up. Oh, it can't. It can either... I can just accelerate. The reason being, it's currently laden down with a lot of bombs. 20 bombs, and that is having a significant effect on its ability to fly. As you can see, it is literally impossible for it to go up. I'm gonna accelerate. Oh, I don't even want to try to accelerate twice in this thing. A piloting check with all of those bombs on board is just not something that strikes me as something I want to try. I need to get these bombs off if I want to do this. What I should probably do is accelerate twice next turn, try and climb and get off the map. To, like, skip having to take piloting checks. There's really no reason for me to risk it. How fast are you moving? Mod 1? Yeah, Gray can hit that, no problem. The Lightning, on the other hand, much lighter and currently carrying a lot of energy with him because of his double acceleration last time. So I will try and fly over these two. Alright, combat time. Twist. And flick. Rock is going to similarly laser run down into the target. +5. I'm gonna try and play it a little bit dangerous, or safe, I guess, when it comes to temperature this time. Needs an 8. I will actually take a pot shot at you. I will even take the pot shot with missiles in a desperate gamble to get him to crit a motivator and then just sink to the bottom of the ocean, or the pond in this case. In this case, another PPC to the back of the head, because that seems far more gruesome than it actually is. And lasers! Oh, we bring the laser light. It's beautiful. Alright, Thunderbird. Twin LRM 20s. Following up with the medium laser burst. And that'll be good. And then the lightning. Doesn't really have a good shot against anybody. I could go with just a drop. But I don't want to waste the bombs. I know that seems somewhat selfish, but like I don't want to waste ammunition too much. Like, if I hit you with this, you will, like, crumple and cease to be. Let's find out. Wasp hitting the Grasshopper a little bit, but who cares? It's a Wasp. Grasshopper turns around and just, yeah, blows him out completely with medium balls lasers. I love it. Alright, so we've dealt with most of the light movers on this one. Pegasus firing 2 SRM-6s at the Thunderbird. Thankfully, it did miss. Ostrock is capable of hurting the Cataphract, but not the places we want to. The Griffin does hit the Pegasus and has stunned the crew. Unfortunately, that's not going to sink it. Cataphract hitting the Wolverine. Thankfully, it's not mine, so I don't really care too much about its damage. And then Griffin hitting the Cataphract, left torso rear, so that armor's gone. Dragon hitting right torso, bringing that armor down almost completely. 2 medium lasers did miss, though. Not great, but not terrible either. And then, there we go. Pegasus sent to a watery grave, thanks to the motivator immobile hit while being over top of water. Keep that in mind if you want to drive a hovercraft. It's a dangerous profession. Locust shooting at the Thunderbird, missing. The lightning did actually manage to hit with one of his medium lasers, so good job there. The Cataphract stays standing, but probably not for long. Time to give him the double kick. And the Cataphract has his head punched clean off with a boot. So we're playing soccer with the head of that Cataphract. So that's 3 that have been taken care of that way. Hello, Math. I didn't realize you were here. You've been kicking butt and taking names? Hope they brought scuba gear. Alrighty, so we have cleaned up the original group. There is just the reinforcement brigade, which I'm going to set up trying to kill. I mean, I probably don't need to. At this point, we have the weight behind us, and the firepower, and the everything else. Dragon, you can't see it if you can see it if I move you there, so I will take that. See if I can't hit a locust with a PPC. It's not an easy task. The aim's a bit tricky, but once you get it right, it does a hell of a number on the flies. Alright, you want to basically not be there. Was this an Oss Scout? Why? Why would you build that? Alright, let's accelerate and go up. How much did you move? You modded 3. Oh wait, no, you can't do that, so let's just accelerate, and then try and go up. No. Alright, let's get Gray off here. He has done his job wonderfully, but I'm not gonna waste the bombs on this one. It just doesn't make sense to me. Alright, go up. He's really not designed for a continual battle when he's hauling all his bombs. Normally we want to get in there, we just want to dump everything so that he has his nimbleness so he can start using those weapons in strafing, which are very good weapons for strafing. That Thunderbird hits like a truck full of bricks. It's beautiful. Cataphract just got murked. Yep. You got us a nuts. Oh, you show up right as I fly you off. Dude, you just had a phenomenal run. You blew up an Otzel and you blew up a Pegasus, and then you flew off victoriously into the night. Why? Your timing, man, just could not be worse. We've been taking a beating really hard. I won't miss Cutter hitting her own forces. That shit was funny. That is true. It was actually hilarious whenever the artillery was like, oh, let me blow you up. Oh wait, that's not you, is it? Hey, fire a large laser, because you never know. And that'll be an 11 or a 12. I'll throw the 11 in an Ostel. Or an Ost Scout. 13, 12, or if I twist to shoot at you, a 10. Take the 10 for PPC. +4 is fine. For now. I mean, it's not something you want to keep doing for too long, but you can handle it. I did say I wanted to shoot you, because it's funnier. If you just stop in your tracks. Twist with your hyper-extending actuators. Oh, you have an 8? Wow. An 8 on a locust that's running full tilt. This will be awesome. I should get my haircut more often. I think about it, it may have been better to leave Aegis so Cutter could bomb and be forces for us. Hairdresser always come on someone. Yeah, I tend to wait like 6 to 8 months between. My hair actually does get really long. It's all like really slicked back at the moment because of like, you know, the headphones, but I actually have a ton of hair that I generally don't show off. A lot of missing going on, but the Grand Dragon manages to hit the Locust exactly as I had hoped and blows the right torso clean off. Oh no, the right arm clean off. Would have been more funny if it was the right torso, but I'll take it. So yeah, that is everything that I hoped that shot would have been. I can punch you or I can kick you. If I kick you, it'll be a 6. That's beautiful. There goes his right torso as well. So he's been clotheslined by a PPC and a Griffin's armored boot. I waited until the wife is tired of it. She's the one who gets it. Oh, cool. That's pretty nice. I used to have an uncle who would do that. He has moved since then, but he used to be, he is a hairdresser, so we would always wait until he would come by and visit, and then he would cut all of our hair. We were like 6 kids, so. Never really ever did much with my hair. Probably should. I'm told I should. So, oh, you should use this product and style it in this way. It'll be great. So, yeah, but I'm not a stylish person, am I? Do I look stylish to you? I'm wearing the same blue flannel shirt that I always do. Before Aegis, I would have joked that the mailbox is there, but it's at the front door. Alright, let's just bring people in nice and close, I think. Dragon first. Dragonista. Dragnet. Oh, Dragnet. How is your armor? Your left torso's hurting. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna risk it because this will put you in short range for that PPC that might actually take the Locust apart. I'm a little bit worried about the Firestarter. He's positioned himself well to intercept my Griffin, but my Griffin might just hop back here in order to try and get into a kick. I assume that was my entire wardrobe. I have a wardrobe, sort of. I mean, I got clothes for Christmas. Does that count? I tend to wear the same few sort of overshirts and stuff like that. Not this. This is purely become a stream thing. I used to wear this for work. I don't anymore. I considered getting it shaved with a razor, but don't want like $40 a pop to do it. Alrighty. I kind of want to chase the Stinger. The Stinger didn't move that far, did he? Mod 3, of course he did. If I jump, it'll be +3, plus the... I could just turn around. I could just do that. I'm going to do that. But take a risk. Octavius wants some of this melee action. He demands it. Carrier with a good place as always. Alrighty. That's a 9. That's a 9. That's a 13. Yeah, that ain't happening. That's not happening today. I'm going to pile fire onto you. So we're all going to join in on attempting to turn this Stinger into slag. I focus primarily on the large laser for once. I almost never use this large laser in concert with other weapons, I've noticed. PPCs! And then more PPCs. Actually, that's a 9. That's a 7. Yeah. Ooh, I could do full burn. Full burn on you turns you into 18. That's +6. That's -1 movement next round. You're almost in range. Go full burn. You almost never get good shots on Locust, so I probably want to take as much advantage of it as I possibly can. Icy section destroyed. That makes me feel good. But I'm going to start at the top. Firestarter missing both medium laser strikes. Needed 11. I didn't move, and he needed an 11. I'm not vain. I wore BDUs for like everyone's vain in some way. Grasshopper hitting that Stinger with a large laser, so 9 for 9. Nice. Stinger missing both of his guns. Ostra comes in, blows the left torso of that Stinger clean off, takes out a jump jet and a heatsink while doing it. Medium laser. Wow. Wow, Dragon. You are. What am I feeding this guy? Dragon's rocking hard on this. He managed to nail an 8 and a 10 shot, and he rolled an 11 and a 10 to do it. Ever since I'm putting his bowl in, Father's Machine comes to mind. No, the shotgun, the makeup shotgun. That's what comes to mind. Scout does hit the grasshopper with a medium laser. The Griffin fires, and this is Alcatavis at the Stinger. Unfortunately, he missed. However, he was followed up with a PP shot on the Locust from Simbri, who does hit in the right leg. It's almost blown off. He also hits with the LRM-10. Unfortunately, he did not hit that leg again. However, Grizzly's got his back because his PPC hits that leg as well, and that's the leg off a Locust. And we all know what happens when you start removing legs from Locusts. In robot Locusts, not real Locusts. That'd be really weird if you were doing that to real Locusts. Stinger stays standing, but the Locust does not. He's on the ground. Oh, the fast and the nimble. Scout is in punching range, so I will deliver. And you are going to stomp. Give him the boot! Alright, so Scout misses his attack. The Ostrock, however, does not and manages to hit the center torso of that Scout pretty decently. Griffin boots the center torso, blowing off the armor. He's got 3 in the CT. If he manages to stand up, I'll be shocked, but I'm betting he'll eject. But all in all, that was an amazing round for us. Cobra delivers. In this case, possibly quite literally. Yeah, Locust bailed. I think his pilot fell off the map too. I need Argentavis. Actually, no, Argentavis has been in the middle of this whole battle this entire time. Like, I can't actually move him first. Dragon! Let's go up here. Your job is to play bait. And you have hyper extenuating actuators to do it with. Stinger came nice and close. That is within walking range. I'm gonna do that. Now we're anticipating, of course, the fire starter is going to show up shortly. Moving legs from Locust Grasshoppers makes him twitch really well. Ooh. Oh, when you're using him as fishing bait? Okay. It's interesting how the context of exactly why you're doing it matters so much. Like, if you're just doing that, it's like, what is wrong with you? But if you're doing it like, oh yeah, for fishing, then it's like, oh, okay. Understood. Carry on. One of the greatest things about this game is it doesn't matter if I'm shooting at my own people. I don't miss and, like, hit my own people. Can you jump into range? You can jump into range! Guess what you're gonna do? If you guys jumping into range, you would be right. You're gonna walk into range, because you're a little bit more classy, I guess. There we go. High. Large laser, and then the pulses in their native environment, hitting on 5s. I'm just gonna fill you full of medium laser holes, and hope that stops you from existing. Fire a PPC at your face. This probably won't hit, but that's not the point. I'm a little toasted to be firing PPCs at your face. I will instead fire an alarm at your face, and actually no, I'll just chill this round. Be chill, guys. Be chill. And you're gonna fire a large or a PPC over there, and it'll be beautiful. Wolverine manages to do a little bit of damage. Grasshopper misses with the large laser amazingly, but then double taps with the pulses as kind of expected. The Ostrock gets in on that Scout and just starts tearing it a new one. Yeah, Scout dead due to engine damage. Good job. Oh no, due to full damage. So Scout no longer exists. He ran into a 60 and a 70 tonner. Not a good place to be. Fresh trout pan-fried in butter right on the river creek banks. Best lunch ever. That does sound delicious. I could kick you. Will we force you out? Let's just rip the legs off of you by doing this. Maximum bootage. Yeah, Simbri hit him so hard in the nuts that it destroyed his engine. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Alrighty, so that just leaves one ejected pilot and a fire starter. Oh, and the planes are back. The planes are back. Oh, you are not long for this world, my friend. Ostrock, come on, Dragon, go on a trip. I need you to go pick up a pilot. In the meantime, everybody else hunt down that fire starter. He's like, I am in danger. And yes, you very much are. Can I get a line of sight on you, or are you fleeing? He's fleeing too effectively. Bounce over there, jump, bounce over there. Jump. Actually no, walk. I'm gonna hunt you down, son. Nothing will hide you from my wrath. That'll work. Accelerate. We're gonna add in a little bit of joy into his life. By joy I mean high explosives. But then again, are high explosives not joy? Do you not feel that special tingle somewhere inside you when you start lobbing high explosives around with reckless abandon? Something that cries to you like an eagle's scream. Of course it is. For you know it to be true. Ah, yes. LRMs. Medium lasers. So attempting to cut out the medium lasers to fire a large. But that would be foolish. Need 9s. I'm gonna guess you're not gonna hit here, but I'm gonna give you the best shot anyway.
New target acquired.
Oh, sorry. Corbin has just been submitted. Hey, it's Corbin back. Thank you. He's been with us for 15 months. He's on a 4-month streak. I'ma send my Urbies your way. March 4th, Urban Army. If you happen to have any Urban Mech emotes, you need to be spamming them in the chat right now. Why? Because Corbin is supporting the channel. And we need to support the people who support the channel. That's how this works. Alrighty. So, light... Ooh, wow! He managed to hit him with an AC-20. Right in the right arm and the right torso. Did I stack 40 damage on this guy? 8. Ooh, no, we didn't. But that is still a tremendous hit right there. Lost the arm entirely. And crit into the right torso. He's got 4 structure remaining there. So he's having a bit of a bad day. He does manage to stay standing, but we weren't really expecting him to drop. It is time for the aircraft to leave the stage, though. Because I don't want to be picking the Thunderbird out of the ground. That would be very bad. Oh, I'm gonna have you visible. Continue to jump. You're gonna capture this mech warrior. It's gonna be brilliant. Yes, I see so many heartbeats in chat. It's lovely. It's the greatest thing. Hi. I'm actually not wanting to get that close to you because this is an Argentavis. Argentavis has no interest in getting so close to you. You are approaching him. He will fire his heavy weapons at you. On the other hand, this guy absolutely wants to get in close with you. He wants to give you a hug. Let's accelerate. Actually, can I go up? Can I climb? Only if I want to take penalties. Accelerate to attack speed. Get you out of here. Fly off. Yes. And you... actually, you know what? I'm going to accelerate, go up, and I'm going to see if I can turn this sucker around. I don't want to try. Hey, drag. Oh wow, we got sharing going on here. Scroll all the way up. MekHQ is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you so much. He's gifted 66 subs over time. Jesus, MekHQ, you are the man. Those subs are going to Grizzly, House Guy, Graybeard, and Mark Truber, and Harry Weathers. Thank you so much, my man. That is amazing. Guys, folks, now is definitely the time to be spamming Urban Mechs. I mean, come on. That sort of generosity does not come around every day. So,
new target
for
acquired.
Sure, Urban Mech support right now. Send it to him. I demand it. Alright, we're going to get you out of here. Because again, it's better to bring these things back home intact.
New target
because when
acquired.
they go in to get repaired, they take forever. Like, almost literally forever. In some cases, literally forever. We're not going to shoot the little guy. However, you are definitely going to get shot at a lot. Just a little bit. Fire and fire. Because I'm going to see how much damage I can do to you with a PPC to the face. And the dragon fires a 7. And that'll be good. Right torso destroyed, coming off Argentavis. And then the Grand Dragon hitting the center torso, nearly killing it. He goes down. He's got 5 structure remaining in his left arm, 8 structure remaining in his center torso. So we are going to just see if we can't finish him off.
New target
and
acquired.
He's not dead. We blew off the left leg and the left arm, but we did not get that center torso just yet. He will eject. At this point, he will bail. Yeah, there he goes. We're going to make sure that we get to him first because the Capellans have demonstrated a propensity for nuking people that we are trying to avoid, and therefore we're not quite sure what they're going to do with prisoners. It's been a little bit extra long episode, but this will bring it to a close. Alrighty then, so we are going to keep streaming. Don't worry, we got another couple of hours and a couple more missions to get through, but that's going to draw this particular episode to a close for our YouTube people, so we'll be cutting the recording here. So to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see notifications every single time I release some of this content, press that little bell icon. Join our Discord. You'll find the links down below, and I will see you all in the next episode.